Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Oh, that's all we get? Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My name is Andrew Wilson, and I'm the Director of Clean and Safe Services for Career Path DC. And it is an honor for me to be here today. Just to give you a little bit of background about me and Clean Team work, I started doing Clean Team work with the Columbia Heights Shaw Family Support Collaborative in what we called at the time the Green Team. At the time when I came on, I did not know that this was a monumental program and so important to so many people to become self-sustaining and reintegrated into society. Fast forward to 2012, I joined Career Path DC as a volunteer, but the work itself, I loved the work, so it wasn't like work. Quickly rose to where I'm at now, 8 years later, but I do want to say that this work is so important to the people that do it because it's gratifying work. It's something to be said about when you're out there keeping the community clean, removing graffiti, and people that you don't know or that you don't think are noticing you comes up and say thank you. And I definitely want to thank DSLBD and all the government agencies involved, but a special thanks to Mayor Bowser because she has been a staunch supporter of this program since Ward 4. Never wavering on the support, never shying away from getting behind the program and what do we need to do to move it forward and get some people back to work. And I definitely want to say thank you.
Thank you, Andrew.
All right?
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. And I'm not going to speak long because recently when I've done these walks, it just starts raining. So let's hope for this month, the third time will be the charm. So I am happy to be here during what we're calling Back to Basics Week. And during this week, we're highlighting government services that we are hopeful that DC residents don't have to worry about day in and day out because the services just get done. And clean teams are one example of services that just get done in neighborhoods but make neighborhoods better. We're going to hear today from Director Christy Whitfield, who leads DSLBD and helps support our clean teams, and Julie Lawson, the director of the Clean City program that is focused on keeping the city clean each and every day. We are also joined by a number of clean team managers and the 2019 Trash Compactor Grant awardees who will also help keep the city clean. So last month, we introduced the Not in My DC campaign, which focused on how we can work together, neighbors, businesses, to make sure that we are keeping the city clean and that each person is doing what they can do on their block, at their business, in their community to keep it clean. We are also today going to showcase a few additional programs that are in place that are working to keep the city clean. You already heard about our clean teams. They are funded through grants from the district and work in more than 40 commercial areas to do everything from removing graffiti to picking up trash and doing landscaping. Over the past 4.5 years, 33 commercial teams have removed more than 38 pounds of solid waste from our corridors. The program has created 90 full-time government jobs for DC residents, I should say, jobs that offer a living wage and a pathway to the middle class, a win-win for our businesses and most importantly for DC residents. The other important program is the Commercial Waste Compactor Program. For the past 2 years, my administration has invested in grants that help local businesses and multifamily residences, apartment buildings, acquire trash compactors. In just the last year, we've awarded almost $300,000 in grants to 18 businesses, with about $110,000 invested right here in Ward 1. So sometimes I have to talk about some unpleasant neighbors. You know, the one with four legs that we try to abate with all kinds of ways. Rats is what I'm talking about. And managing trash is a big way that we can also manage the rat population. And these compactors are a big way to do that as well. So as more restaurants open, which we like, we see an uptick sometimes in the report of rats. Last year, we invested more than $1 million additional dollars in our abatement efforts. And this summer, we're doubling down on those efforts. So our Clean City office will be holding coordinated blitzes in targeted areas to work on trash cans, treat boroughs, educate residents and businesses about how to prevent the rodent populations from growing. So with all of these efforts, we know that we can keep the city cleaner, working together, and we should be proud of this. And I shared this with our DPW team recently when we were celebrating DPW Appreciation Week. A lot of people come to visit the District of Columbia who are mayors, who run cities, not just U.S. cities, but from around the world. And they almost always comment and congratulate us about how clean DC is and how green DC is. And sometimes we don't appreciate, because we're right here, the trees and parks and green spaces that we enjoy, but also that every person really takes a lot of pride in making sure that those spaces are clean. So let me turn to Director Whitfield, and we will talk a little bit more about our clean teams, and then we'll hear from Director Lawson. Thank you. There you are.
Good afternoon. Oh, that's loud. Okay. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. All right. I'm going to do what you did. Good afternoon, everyone. All right. So we at DSLBD are honored to join the mayor for this very special day, helping to promote her Back to Basics Week and all the DSLBD partners that are helping it work. You know, we know that small business is the backbone of the local economy, and DSLBD is here to help small businesses grow and thrive. And today, as we join Mayor Bowser on the Back to Basics, we are happy to focus on how DSLBD supports all aspects of small business in the district. And that means supporting what happens both inside and outside of the businesses. Clean and attractive corridors mean healthier businesses, healthier communities, more jobs, and safer neighborhoods. You know, the DSLBD clean teams are out in our communities and out in our commercial corridors, rain, shine, heat, and snow. And take it from me, you know, this is a tough job. And some of the folks that are standing behind me, they know, you know, that pushing a barrel is not for the faint of heart. You know, I have done this. I have scraped the gum. I have power washed. Charlie knows. Where's back here? You know, and, you know, the clean teams make it look easy, but it is not as easy as they make it look. And today we're joined by just a few of our clean teams. We've got the Anacostia Business Improvement District, a Career Path DC, Good Projects, Adams Morgan Bid, Deanwood Heights, Saving Our Next Generation, Historic DuPont Circle Main Streets. Wait, I know I saw more than that. Hold on. Oh, Congress Heights. Wait, and where's my other Clean Decisions? Who did I forget? Mount Vernon Triangle. Listen, there's a ton of the clean teams out there. You see them on the streets. When you see them, please thank them. They are doing a great job. Yes. You know, in FY18, the DSLBT clean teams removed 10,398,353 pounds of solid waste from the sidewalks and gutters in front of businesses located through 46 commercial districts. And then stop for a minute to think, what does that even look like, right? So for over 90 human people to collect over 10 million pounds of trash, That is approximately 110 pounds per person. So give them another round of applause. Thank you, guys. Now, from an urban planning perspective, we know that loose litter and trash sends the wrong message in an area, and our clean teams are helping us send that right message, that the mayor and DSLBD and the residents of DC know that we care about our commercial corridors. You know, the work of the clean teams is inextricably linked to the mission of DSLBD, because when the outside of an establishment looks ready for business, customers are more likely to come inside and support that business. The commitment put forth from the mayor to serve these commercial corridors helps serve our small business and local businesses and helps them serve these communities. Now, once you get inside that business, DSLBD, either directly or through the support of one of our 18 main streets across the city, is here to assist these local businesses. And a lot of that stuff is fun and exciting, right? We support our businesses with robust retail grants and dream grants and small business toolkits and CBE certification, which helps ensure that small businesses get their fair shot in the local contracting opportunities. And when I ran my business, I made cupcakes. Now, what could be more fun than that, right? But at the end of the day, as a responsible business owner, you got to clean up, right? You got to clean up. You got to wipe everything down inside and outside, and then you have to take out the trash. And so trash is a reality for all of our businesses, especially our food businesses. And when we consider the mayor's Back to Business campaign, you know, trash is an important component of it. Since 2017, all in, the mayor has committed, and DSLBD has granted almost $600,000 in trash compactor grants to more than 40 small businesses. And we have some of those grantees with us today. We have Ocean Pro, I think is here, Ivy City Smokehouse, Satellite Room, Call Your Mother, Creative Catering DC, the Brixton, Call Your Mother, yes. El Rey, who else is here that got a trash? Raise your hand if you got a trash compactor grant. Trade Bar DC, Rita's, anyone else? El Rey. You know, I think that when we are able to control our contribution to the realm, our businesses are stronger. And we want to give out a special shout out to Camille Nixon. Raise your hand, Camille. Everybody on this side knows Camille. She was the one that really helped get these grants together. The trash compactors help the businesses tackle an old problem with new technology. We know that reducing sanitation issues throughout the city in ways that attract rodents can help, you know, reduce runoff and reduce the pollution in DC's waterways. And we know that we can help keep customers coming back again and again. So we were really thankful that the mayor's investment in the district businesses is helping us, you know, keep these businesses happy and healthy. In this latest round of the grant awards, I was pleased because I'm not an expert in trash. I'm an expert in business. But luckily, this mayor has hired a very diverse cabinet, and she hired Julie Lawson, who knows more about trash and waste and rodents than anyone that anybody knows. And so with that, I'd like to introduce Julie Lawson to talk about what she's doing for Office of Clean City. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Director Whitfield. I hope I can live up to that. Good afternoon, everybody. Oh, we practiced. Good. Director Whitfield, it's been a pleasure to work with you and your team to make sure the trash compactors are going to places where they will have the most impact on rats, making our alleys safer and cleaner for the restaurant employees themselves and supporting the businesses that make our neighborhoods so lively. Thank you also to the team in the Mayor's Office of Nightlife and Culture for helping identify some of these businesses to help improve our night economy as well. And thanks to the businesses themselves, you're taking the lead to be good neighbors, and we really appreciate that. My team has spent this spring understanding how many rats currently live at these locations, so we can go back after the compactors are in place and find out how we've changed the population and demonstrate real success and real impact before we open the program again in the fall. We're fortunate here in DC to have lively neighborhoods with busy restaurants so close right to where we live. We also have beautiful riverfronts. These assets that make DC a great place to live for us mean we're going to have rats and other opportunistic wildlife here too, but we can control it. As Gerard Brown, the head of the Vector and Rodent Control Program for DC Health says, sanitation is rat prevention. This year, Mayor Bowser invested $1 million in new funding for Mr. Brown's program, allowing staff to be cross-trained to both enforce and abate at the same time. It effectively doubled the size of our rat control team. That funding also allowed us to try innovative methods like contraceptives, GIS technology, alongside our usual tactics of rodenticide, tracking powder, and dry ice. But in some corridors, it's going to take more than that. It's going to take coordination across our agencies to limit the trash, take away the nest spaces, and help residents and businesses understand the roles they play. As Mayor Bowser described, we'll be organizing coordinated interagency blitzes in certain corridors to tackle this problem. We're going to make sure everyone is storing their trash properly, treat the boroughs, fix the public trash cans that need repair. We'll start tackling those vacant properties that are infested and causing problems for their neighbors. We'll also look for the bigger projects that need to happen, whether it's helping a business move their trash storage inside, get a compactor, or help homeowners update their landscaping to eliminate nests. Today, we're also releasing new education materials for residents, both flyers and online, to make it extra clear how you can prevent rats around your home and what to do if they're already there. You can learn more by visiting our website at cleancity.dc.gov, but in the meantime, here are a few quick tips you can start doing today. Keep the lid on your trash can and dumpster closed, and keep all the trash inside the container. Rinse off food off your recyclables before you set them out. Don't plant plants like ivy or juniper that are close to the ground next to your home or in tree boxes. Pick up after your dog every time. Tie the bag before putting it in your own trash can or a public trash can. And call 311 when you see a rat burrow or if your trash cans are gnawed and need repair or replacement. With that more efficient vector control team, we've been able to reduce the amount of time it takes to treat those burrows that you report. Thanks for everything you all are doing for a clean, safe, and healthy DC. I'll turn it back to the mayor now for any questions.
Thank you. Thank you, Muriel. Well said. Thank you. Those were some good tips. Let me also acknowledge that we've been joined by some Ward 1 officials, including the Ward 1 Councilmember Nadeau. Thank you, Councilmember Nadeau. As well as Zach Rybarzik from ANC 1A, and Christine Miller, also from ANC 1A, and Michael Wade from ANC 1A. So I'll take questions on topic, and then we're going to get to walking. And Ruben Foreman, where's Ruben? The Mokers. And Ruben and the Mokers team are going to help us lead the walk, as well as Cynthia. Thank you, Cynthia. Yes.
Also Commissioner 1A. Last month we put forward a resolution to get recycling in our commercial corridors with our trash cans. What efforts are being taken to help keep the recycling separated, reducing the trash load to our landfills, helping improve our future?
Commercial recycling. What was your resolution? I have one question. Was it uploaded to the ANC portal?
Was it? It should have been.
Is that a yes?
Should have been.
Maybe? Okay. Well, we're going to make sure it's uploaded to the ANC portal. And I just emphasize that, Commissioner, because that way I can have a snapshot of making sure the agencies are giving ANC commissions the response that's required. And that is, you have great weight when your commission moves a resolution, and I want to make sure you get the appropriate response. So I haven't reviewed your resolution. We definitely support more recycling in our city, and I'll ask Julie if there's something specific to say about commercial recycling.
Well, thanks for that question. We definitely understand public space recycling can be really challenging. It tends to be so contaminated that it becomes trash on its own. So we are working, my office is working with Department of Public Works really closely to evaluate a litter can strategy for the entire district, and rethinking maybe where some of them are located, but also how we might be able to look at public space recycling. We're looking to other cities to see if any of them have been successful, what models they've used. But under the current, where we do have side-by-side public space recycling, we find a lot of that contamination, even with lots of education, even with lots of different openings and things like that. So we're taking a look at other cities to get a better idea.
Any other questions? Okay, let's go.